One, two. Sure hope it shows up as live. Yes, it does. All right, perfect. So I'm getting further and further into Final Fantasy XIV. I figured I'd just start streaming, just some chill stuff. Probably do the side quests in each of the cities just to clear off like all of the mission markers and probably get the general actions and stuff for this. It's been a mighty struggle for many moons to procure processed ceruleum from Majin and Sons. Currently ceased doing business with most vendors. I like being a middleman. Pay for the sins of producers like Amagino. What we get from them in turn, not so much as how do you do. Everyone's quarrel is with them, not me. Do you not know? The conserve has the exclusive right to mine ceruleum in Northern Fanland. They can do whatever they want. You can always try them directly. Go talk to Papa Wazoo at Camp Blue Frog, though I warn you, he's a smug little toad. Time heals all wounds, or say those who have never experienced true pain. 30 summers have passed since I carried the standard with the Dark-like Raiders into Kato's Cry, but not a day goes by. Don't see the faces of friends I lost that fateful day. Dribbled the Red and his loyal second, Aubrey Stillwater. Simona Sweet, always armed with a jab and jest. Ever ireful mage, Chiren Zebran, as quick to cast as he was to temper. From Moan, Thousand Gil, never has there lived a man with a tighter grip, be it on his sword or on his coin. Let us not forget one Ilm Ailsome. Don't hard to fathom now. With all the adventurers scampering around like rabbits in the spring, there was once a time when bands of mercenaries were who the city-states turned to when it needed a blade. Dark-Light Raiders being the biggest and best of them bands, whose guardian funded for rays into hellish pits like Aurum Vale, would earn us a king's ransom in a matter of days. That would only take a night of devil's play at the Mirage to see it gone from our purses. That was the life of a raider, and as until we took the job at Cutter's Cry. Herds of giant buffaloes at Ogamoro, snurble infestations at the Pearl. None had prepared us for the horrors we would face in Hell's brood holes. None of it prepared us for the Chimera. Bards still sing it today. 7 of the realm's finest warriors set off into the bowels of that forsaken place. Only saw one returned. Sibold the Stoic, spared by the beast so that he may warn all others who would be foolish enough to attempt to spoil the Chimera's lair. But my apologies, you did not come here to hear the guilt-ridden ramblings of an old man. But if you have a moment, I was wondering if you could ask you a favor. And I wish for an ailing soul seeking peace in the past before departing on his journey through the 7 gates. Each of the 30 summers since escaping from the maws of that terrible beast, I've returned to its lair to pay the proper respects to my fallen compatriots. However, the years have finally caught up with old Sibold, and try as I might, no longer can these bones make the trek alone. It's not too much to ask, would you travel to Cutter's Cry in my stead and place this bouquet of flowers upon the resting place of the Dark-Light Raiders? Honestly, I might take up Pugilist just to be leveling a class, you know? Medicine Merchant. Fantasia. Hello there, lad. Care to make some easy gear? Never deliver a file of my wares to a customer. Make it worth your while. What else I'm supposed to report? Heavens, no. It's a perfectly legitimate job. I would never lie to you. It simply isn't in my nature. We understand each other. Take this to the gladiator waiting on the steps of Nobbed. Once you receive his dues, bring them straight back here, and rest assured, I will know if you're even a gill short. What have you done? Your kind has no business to even look at a lady such as I. Should be unbelievable insolence. Now look at how my gill is scattered across the ground. Pick it up right this instant. My gill now, there be not missing. Appears to be everything. What are you still staring at? Are you expecting some kind of reward? The insolence. Just get absconded by some random woman? Love that you just get harassed by some random woman into like... You scared me and made me drop all my gill. Now die. No. It's your fault. Good, you're awesome looking for work, eh? But you're in luck. It so happens I have a deed that needs doing. All ladybugs have been wreaking bloody havoc in the outskirts of town. Something in the air of late made them ornery as an aurochs in a rut. But for fighting on their own, but in numbers they're more than a match for any merchant who's seen more days at the teat than he has on battlefield. What'll it be? Fancy putting down for us or the bloody buggers, or what don't you? Having come to wish me luck, I appreciate the thought, but there's no need to worry. What? You don't know who I am. The next biggest thing that's coming to the Colosseum. Sazariku's my name, and you'll be hearing all about my exploits in the coming days. I thought of a title for myself, The Garnet Gladiator. Which reminds me, I've yet to collect the circlet I commissioned the Goldsmiths Guild. You wouldn't mind picking it up for me, would you? This is the gladiator? Think about it. It really was too good to be true. Ah, thank you, sir. I've been waiting for what felt like an age, but finally it's here. My miracle draught. Oh, do you not know what this is? This, my friend, is a phial of mysterious blue called Fantasia. Legends say anyone who drink it before lying down for a nap awakens a new man or woman. The Colosseum debut's coming up and I'm terribly nervous. But this medication might bestow me with the self-confidence I lack. And the chiseled muscled body, besides. Can't wait to show off in my subligar. Take this to the medicine merchant with my compliments. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm off to make my dreams come true. And he's off. You there, yes darling, you. Say you're the fellow to follow. Name's Molmin. My keep is a dancing girl in these markets. Aye, it's a living, but a good one. It's not exactly what I set out to be when I bid farewell to the mud flats, I know. Isn't the way the tale curls. Still, I should like to be one of those dancers Dexter, you know. The sort they engage with in grand balls. To be a dancer of craft, not mere wiles. Keep competing in high society. Of course, I'd have to learn a proper sort of dancing, less shimmy, more stately. That's where you come in, darling. So I've got a quarry for you to track down. They say a dancing master named Gilanoch is in town. All the highborn ladies are aflutter with wanting to take lessons with him. He's the best, that's the word. This might chance to be something finer than Minnie the Minx. Go to the steps of file and ask around for him, don't you? Gonna take dancing classes? Know your name. Information's my stock and trade adventure. You'd be amazed at what I know. As long as you're here, mayhap you can do me a favor and take this missive of Josias of planet Mirage. Over yonder, and a man will give you some gil for your trouble. Only way all works in the city was easy, huh? Careful with those. To break anything, I shall be forced to deduct it from your salary. Beg pardon, my loyal manservant carrying? Ugh, not so small fortune and prizes ably won by yours at the Gold Saucer. You headed the Gold Saucer? Nay, ye gods, man. You might at least try to keep up with the times. It's only the night's newest and finest place of entertainment. The little sight of magical, majestic birds rolling down the streets at the chocobo races. Pit your wits against your peers, and the terrible triple triad tables it's a casino. Walk out a way for your men, then you entered. There's a better place to shake off one's cares after a grueling day of promenading. I never heard of it. Mentioned a female attendant or using a blah blah blah. But as much, this has been my lucky day. I don't see why it shouldn't be yours too. I just so happen to have a spare golden airship ticket. Consider it a gift from one eligible young man about town to another. Just so to take it to the lovely girl in uniform at the landing, and you'll have a seat off of. This guy. Level 80. Dog Trail. Samurai stuff. Alright. Those balls, just when you think you've seen it all, a world full of surprises. Talking about just the most amazing blade work I've ever seen. The main cadaver, but light entertainment, the far eastern fellow. Enough to be my grandfather appeared and called for challengers who should answer him but the brute of a gladiator. But this was either mummery or a sick joke after all. What could one expect from such a mismatch, old and infirm versus young and informed? When action began, old man proceeded to drop everyone's jaws, his opponent not least of all with his blistering blade work. It was a riveting moment when he had the challenger on the back foot. Instead of finishing the job, he went and sheathed his blade, putting your steel away in the heat of battle as akin to committing suicide. Punching and saying, gasped collectively, thinking it was over. And it was, but not for the old man. The next instant, before anyone comprehended what happened, the opponent was crumpled on the ground. One fell stroke and with impossible speed, old man has drawn his blade and dealt the telling blow. Riotous cheering. God's just recounting, it gives me the chills. Wait, what about thinking what I think you're thinking? You want to face the old man? Well, Silvertongue's showmaster was looking for a new challenger. Who want to do this? Let someone else be your fool. For a bit of work, small job add a little weight to the current piece of yours, you're in luck. There's an order for several level gloves and harnesses they use for sparring. Traders are cruel, find myself lacking the heights required. Josias' letter. Bird is barren, let the hounds feast, so it goes. Fight protect the services. Mud's investigation revealed his finances to be wanting. Adventures like you don't mind working for free, but we have a business to run. 4 mouths to feed, so this bird will have to fend for himself, I'm afraid. Got something to say, huh? Well, I do. No Didi Lada. Sure bloke never pays what he owes. A bleeding horse, and if I'm to pay up, or I swear by the 12, I'll beat him so hard I'll feel like a second coming of Dalamud. You know, little shite's face, I'll end up pounding him to a bloody pulp, just like us not. You go and tell him. Welcome, Face. Task in which your impeccable record would be well suited, though perhaps campaign be a more fitting description given the sheer commitment of this mission demands. Where the inhabitants of Fanaland have long suffered the hostilities of the Amalgid, the lizard men have been quiet for a time, chastened by your victory over Ifrit. Insurgents of kidnapping, greater numbers than before, and matters have grown so far out of hand. Local garrisons petitioned us for reinforcements. I wish you to lead an extended action against the Amalgid and put a stop to these raids. Speak to Gisilbert, to the security in Little Alamigo, and he will brief you on the details of your duty. Hi, Didi Lada. Let's go for Scoon. Get back every gil I owe, I swear. No more beating, I beg you. I am Erasmus of the Order of Nadefall, and I'm in charge of studying the anatomy of this region's fauna and environs in which they dwell. For the dark art of our Order of Death itself, the power of death can come only through the knowledge of life. One day I shall publish my findings in a single comprehensive volume, The Many Breaths of Fanaland. There is much work to be done before that day. Aid me, brother. Bring me 5 bottles of Modmot blood, and perhaps I shall name you in footnote. Walmans are hardy creatures that thrive nigh everywhere. I most certainly them just outside the city in western Fanaland by way of the Gate of Sultana. Do take care. They're feisty little creatures when frightened. Greetings, what brings you to the ossuary? Wish to sell this heirloom on behalf of Didi Lada? Very well. It's unfortunate such drastic measure was taken, and doubly so when the item in question is a fake. Such a gaudy, poorly wrought one. Also, you do know that our appraisals are not free. Normally the fee is subtracted from the agreed value. Considering the negligible value, I'm afraid you would still owe us. However, since this is a rather unusual circumstance, we shall waive the fee this once. You need to concern yourself with this bauble. I will personally see to its disposal. That bitch. Never gave his face in. Hello. Pay for Roganson suggested and feed my marmot. If only I'd foresight to marry a more ambitious man. This is his fault. Works harder and showed initiative. He'd be rewarded, maybe and promoted. Speak to my husband, Bobonima, and find some way to motivate him. You should find him at the Coliseum entrance wearing one of those ridiculous outfits. I ought to collect from you. Well, you found the world's worst husband. As if you believe that harpy I have a wife. Never cooks, she never cleans, she just gallivants around spending my hard-earned money, and now I see she's speaking ill of me to bloody strangers. All bent on meddling in my affairs, you can assist me by taking some of these funds to fair flyers and posting them on the walls of the Coliseum. Long day ahead of me standing out here, so I won't be getting into it anytime soon. When you're finished, go tell Vulcan and Gladiator's Guild, they'll give you something for your time. Mr. Jafar, you sort in this blade work quicker than the eye can see. Don't let us age fool you, although maybe. Oh, on condition you must fight with the same blade as the old man's. If you think you have what it takes, proceed to Gallier to go make yourself known to the Elder. Ooh. A fight with his blade, so I get to be samurai. I see. Just let Vulcan know I'm done. Nima. Charitable of you. Franz has gone pretty popular of late. Its fans seemingly fly and taking all those souvenirs. Now I understand. Sorry to hear you got caught up in all that. That's me to wait for one another. Now that's my plate to judge. Any road, we appreciate your help. Gotta go learn how to dance from Willowy. Oh no, we gotta figure out where he is. Master Gilino, it's lovely what he teaches, but straight as the gate. He's very choosy about whom he teaches. Must dance for him and show some more innate quality. He wouldn't even accept Master Gigarouge's diamond-crusted crumpet, and she was quite danseuse already. There's a soda. The serious roses upon my cheeks, the ever so slight droop in my supple carriage. I'm from this. Stop wondering the bell of the ball next moon. With what Master Gilino has taught me, I've no doubt I'll pass up the masses. Where can you find him? I often say, oh, why not? Find him in the hustling strips. Said he was heading for the airship landing. You have my beloved Yellow Moon, and I promised to meet at this very spot, but 2 bells have passed and I nary a word from her. Hope she's all right. If she'd come in my absence, please, would you search for her in my stead? Somewhere in the Weaver's Guild. I always enjoyed watching it. Do you think she's left me for someone dapper? Try not to look like a bumpkin, but I've no mind for fashion. Oh, bro, she left you. You've lost. You've lost the game. Dear God, be good, look at me. This hair, this outfit, they don't match at all. I look atrocious. What was I thinking? I can't let bit of snow see me like this. Maybe that last tunic was best after all. No, perhaps blue. Bit of snow was waiting for me, but I haven't anything to wear. Don't worry, bro. Nazarika circuit, just a moment, sir. Oh dear. Recrafting the circuit to its exact Specifications have proven somewhat difficult. We ran out of garnets halfway through our work, and we're still waiting on the next shipment. He explained the situation to Quicket Haft at the Miners Guild. Our records indicate he's supposed to deliver the gemstones yesterday. Mayhap it slipped his mind. Hurry up and speak your business. Well, how many bloody garnets? 7 hells, man. They don't grow on trees, but more than that, this lad fancies himself the next Franz of Pharaoh. Don't worry less about style, more about swordplay. He wrote, I'll do my part to ensure the little bastards get the goddamn garnets he can afford. If he dies in his first fight, well, at least he's living a pretty corpse. Heartless. Damn. Alright. We're back to Sapphire Avenue. Strut blast. Ah, red mage stuff. Rescue my sister. Horrible people tried to kidnap us such as the gates. I've managed to break free when the travelers sought to help my sister and caught up to me. I'll save her. You will? Oh, thank you so much. Hurry to the gate here and keep going straight ahead. You're sure to find them. The traveler was some sort of mate, I think, but it was 1 against 5. Sure, you could stand against so many. My payment, I expect. My skill accounted for. I knew you'd be right for the job, now for your payment. Oh, what's this? Don't tell me. Friend of yours? Can't say I recognized him. My client, you mean the Lalafellan gladiator? Your person just turned a Lalafella into a hero. See, I have no way of proving that man was indeed my client. It would your curiosity. I believe I can spare you a file for your own experimentation. I'm saving this. Now my business here is done. We'll meet again someday, though. Or we recognize one another is less certain. A dose of Fantasia. I need to find that Lord of Dance. Another one of Master Gilno's camp followers. So cute. You know he's from Corfus, don't you? Travels the world teaching the art of dance. His name did sound like it was from Corfus. He was the youngest dancing master ever to leap the lands, that he had the large estate, fine stable, coat of crown sable. And everyone to leave all that is beyond me. When I think about that, it gives me shivers, you know. If he weren't leaving Guldad today, I'd consider permitting him to the pleasure of my person. The devil looks so shocked. Mayhap when he returns. Oh. Mr. Gurley, no, I am he. You are an adventurous apparent, but what business brings an adventurer to a dancing master, I wonder? Tut, tut. Will not answer no question that has been asked. You'll not answer where no question has been asked. It's the feet that must persuade, not the tongue now dance for me. Oh shit, alright, fine. Vessel is rude, but the wine within may yet be fine. There you are. Heard anything good? I hope you're not wasting time with that looker here. This is Gilly now. Ah! Oh, Master Gilly now. I'm Molmindan. My greatest desire to become a dancer Dexter and perform at a grand ball. Please, my lord, won't you teach me? No, it is not the adventurer who wishes to tread the parquet, but this stammering maiden. Shall I sift to find dancers, do you understand? Unless see whether you can master these steps. That's how they do it in high society, huh? I can be the last with class, just watch. Your task, your dancing stands alongside the calamity in its heart. She was doing fine. Those might carry your high-born ladies, but where I come from, we take our lumps and keep on twirling. Now, what exactly didn't you like? You rely overmuch on appearances. You go from post to post, pleasing to pleasing. It's not dance, but crude fascination. Venture, look sharp and take your turn on the floor. Alright. I can take my eyes off you. Not exactly good. You'd be picking raw orange piss out of your eyebrows if you did that at the market, but... It's a story, isn't it? Dance is a story and I have nothing to say. I lived. Hi, child. Your glazed eyes are easy to please, and you have squandered these years striking your poses where you could have learned a craft. Still, you have courage. I'll go with that. I'm weary of teaching so many who may have lived, but in ways too alike. I wonder if you have courage enough. You dare start anew, to be a dancing girl no longer, to learn a true craft. I dare! I will learn the craft of adventuring! You adventure for fun or gain. Do you have to be very good at weapons? Does the moves you make with your arms, is that some sort of fighty thing? I wanna get what you got, darling. Way to grand ball is through quests and dungeons. I'll learn to slug, and I'll learn to dance. Thank you, my lord, thank you. I'm off to the Adventurers Guild. You've taught me so much, and I'll never forget that dance you showed me. What? She'd choose a mere adventurer over me, master among masters. My airship departs this strange city soon. Dance your rude yet puissant dance, adventurer. Mayhap you will affect more aspirants. Mayhap I shall hang up my dancing shoes and start anew. Bad chance. You learned how to ball dance. Alright. Need to go to Gladiators Guild. Can I jump down from here? Oh. I don't need to. That are your skills. This aura, unusual yet undoubtedly formidable. Dare I hope for a worthy challenger has come. Well met, friend. A Muso Saya, Samurai of Hana. Lest you wonder, Samurai are swordsmen of the Far East, yet know that the swords we wield are unlike those of this land. Katana they are called, and for our duel I shall lend you one such blade, along with a stone, talisman of swords. Wear them on your person, and you shall become one of us, at least in appearance, if not in sooth. Samurai unlocked. Alright, so I've got to equip Samurai sword, right? Where is it? Oh shit, I start at level 50 with Samurai? Alright. Sen Gauge unlocked. Sen Gauge displays which of the 3 Sen effects, Setsu, Getsu, and Ka, are currently accumulated. Sen is required to perform Yaijutsu, number of Sen accumulated. Determining which weapon skill will be executed. 1 for Higanbana, 2 for Tengagoken, and 3 for Midara Setsugekta. Oh gosh, okay. I need to organize Akase Jinpu. Get the play guide out of here, get these 3 out of here. It's another buff one. This is an instant healer. Stuns the target. It stuns up here. It's the buff one. Ranged attack. Ranged attacks always go into here. This is my 3rd combo. What? Oh, Fuga. Right, okay, so... No, that's not right. Here we go. This is another buff one. Akaze. What? Oh, it's another... Alright. Alright, that should be organized for now. Oh no, hold on. No, I don't want to... Oh, oh shit! That should be Marauder. I'll have Samurai be separate. The fact that all the cotton stuff from the Gaffer classes... Oh, it's not. Yes. In your gaze I see the stirrings of a newborn samurai. It is plain that the stone has already bequeathed some of its memories unto you. Yet having the memories is one thing, mastering them is quite another. We shall see how well you fare against me. Prepare yourself, young samurai. We begin as soon as you are ready. You've learned all samurai actions and traits to level 50. Detailed descriptions can be viewed in action and traits assessed under the character menu. Are you ready then? Good. Let us take to the arena. Round to bear witness, another brave challenger has appeared. Next to face Musa Sai, sword master of the Far East, we have an itinerant adventurer. I do have a very fancy getup. I like this getup for the samurai class. Alright, let's see. Hold it right there! One gets down. Gets to take down that old bastard, except me, a Barod last standing, scourge of the sands. What? You'd have fooled me earlier, but this time there'll be no tricks. This time I fight with my own sword, not that pathetic excuse of a needle you handed me. What's this? Bonehead Berold, so roundly trounced but moments ago, has invaded the blood sands. For those who came in late, he was the disgraced gladiator who cast out of the Colosseum for, and I paraphrase, being an all-around odious brute. The rules were plain and you agreed to them. There were no tricks. Shut your mouth and fight me again. Such eagerness for blood. The warriors of this land are as naked blades. Cut the sword. Cut the sword. Cut the sword. Yeah! Skill issue. Bruh! I'll get you next time! Sorry. With that distraction out of the way, we may continue where we left off. Alright, let's see if I know how to play a DPS class. Begins how this challenger fails against the enigmatic elder. Okay, I see. If I get an equal amount of each, then I hit the ultimate. Or I hit a crit, basically. Yeah. Okay, so it only matters how many of the Sen you collect. So it's how many different combos you finish. That will do. Victory is yours, everyone. And the challenger wins! To draw forth such strength from the stone in so short a time, you are no ordinary man. As promised, I shall bestow upon you the rarest of Hingan tracers, trading in the way of the samurai. What's the matter? Our techniques are not found in this land, hence their great worth. As my people, you would train under my watchful eye and learn even the most puissant of my techniques. Why, you lying bastard! That fighting and there wasn't even any coin in it. Bonehead barreled his back and this time he's brought friends. This man doesn't know when to give up. Who keeps leaving the door open? You got a problem? Come down here and say it. At no point it was said that the treasure was an object, let alone coin. Besides, winning was well of value. Shut the hells up! This time I'll show you my true strength. Strength lies in numbers, it would seem. Very well. You insist on another trouncing, so be it, but know at time it is not I who will deal it, but my pupil. Having seen your potential firsthand, he and his ilk ought not pose to you any trouble. Bruh. Alright. Whoever he is, take care of him too. Oh dear, this isn't in the script. Someone deals come free. No one makes a fool in that Colosseum. Right. Jinfu. Second wind. Which one is this? Which one is the top one? Bloody hell, there's a lot of you. Samuel, beauty swords affairs against an axe or two. That was the right one, that's the one I'm missing. Alright. Two. Barreled. But if you want something done right, no one beats me in the Coliseum, no one. Earl joins his own fight, finally! Ooh. So that buff is what allows me to get the send up immediately. I'm seeing. Bloodbath. So that I can get a lot of help from this crit. Boop! So this is gonna make you an old man if it's the last thing I do. Yeah. You done? Then allow me. Not even worth drawing my blade. Well fought, young one. I've seen all I needed to see. The winner is the challenger. The fearsome fighters, the samurai. A round of applause. Neat. Forgive me. I know it was wrong to force that fight upon you, and yet I do not regret having done so, for it has reaffirmed beyond any doubt the promise I had glimpsed in you. Long did I search for my native land for a people, and I found none fit to be a vessel for my knowledge. The problem, I concluded, lay in my people's way of thinking, the zeal with which they uphold tradition to the detriment of all else. So that, I set forth for a new land as heir's ear. I placed myself in the midst of your most able swordsmen, offering myself up as a spectacle in hopes of finding a worthy soul. And find him I did, in you. Now I realize how all this may appear. To you I could be just a strange old fool spouting nonsense, but I am well past caring about appearances. I speak with all the earnesty when I say that there is none over whom I would pour my knowledge, and so I ask you, will you consent to being my pupil? Sure. Words cannot express my joy. From this moment on, we are master and student. Now then, I know your name, but what are you called? Erndal Rackvin, sir. Kerndal. It is a fine name. Without further ado, Kerndal, we shall commence your training. Pray join me at the nearby tavern, the Slick Hand. Back to them steps and gnawed. I love how you can just sort of pick up jobs as if they were nothing. Suddenly you're born with all the knowledge of how to handle them. Musasai. Shall begin at the very beginning. In the distance past, Hingashi went to a period of strife during which numerous opposing factions vied for supremacy. The Age of Blood. In this age, full many took to battle with katana in hand, and in the crucible of war, art was forged, the way of the samurai. Eventually, the realm was unified under one banner, and peace reigned once more. People set aside their katana, save for we samurai, who continued to wield it as a symbol of authority. And with that authority comes a grave responsibility, protecting the peace. To ensure that the Age of Blood is never repeated, we samurai seek out the wicked and bring them into account. In so doing, we ward off chaos and preserve order in the realm. Such is our calling. Hingashi or heir's ear, it matters not where we are. This calling guides us always. To that end, we shall journey to land, you and I, on a quest to right wrongs. As one who has grasped the foundation of your art, it is your surest path to mastery. Our effort begins in this very city. I shall cast about for evil that has taken root here, and we may proceed to excise it. Well now, that certainly got exciting quick. With some even quicker thinking, I managed to set up a wager to turn a tidy profit. Momozigo, I owe you a debt of gratitude. Thanks to you, I have found my pupil at last. I pray that you will live comfortably with your winnings. Actually, I had mind to join you. Wherever you go, I sense that coin will follow. And besides, it seems you're planning to root out evil in our fair city. So, you do well to have me along. With my connections, I can procure the information you'll like to need. And there's a small matter of your complete and utter lack of knowledge of yours, yeah? There is that indeed. Had fate not set fit to unite us, I never would have found my way here from Faster Bay. And I wouldn't be standing here breathing. If anyone knows anything, it's me. You saved me from those cutthroat bandits when I tried recruiting them for the Colosseum. Terribly reckless in hindsight. As for you, my friend, to be mocked out by old Musasai himself, you must be made of uncommon stuff indeed. Not to put the pressure on, but I had the highest hopes for you. And here we are then. I shall undertake my search for Momozigo's help. Until such time there is developments, pray continue honing your newfound skills. And that is Samurai unlocked. Alright. However, I'm not sticking to it. Oh no, I've gone and done it again, haven't I? Alright. On. Okay, now I have Pugilist, Samurai, and Conjurer. And I'll put Red Mage down here too, eventually. Let's go unlock Red Mage. Don't touch her. You're not one of them. Oh, thank gods. Ooh. Ooh, kill him. Ooh. Kill him. Kill him. Oh. Someone has made some Tumblr fan art of this guy. Who might you be? Dude, he has constant worry lines on his face. We've come to late your aid. My apologies. Had I but known, I would have spared you a villain or two. After all, you seem to share my distaste for those who would prey upon defenseless children. Aye, birds of a feather are we. I am Shrontia, the pilgrim of sorts. Might I know your name, friend? Kundal. Now why does that strike such a familiar chord? Excuse me, I just wanted to thank you for saving me. My blessed child, you are unharmed, yes? Good. Let us escort this bait of last to her sister, then. Lead the way. Woo! The grand fromage. Omelette du fromage. You found her, adventurer. Thank you. We're very grateful for your kindness. I'm so scared. What did those terrible people want with us? Needn't worry about them anymore, sister. This man in red defeated them all. Saw how he fought with spells and steel. He's one of those heroes Papa told us about. Crimson Duelist. Aren't you? I did not expect to hear that. I did not expect to hear that name this far south into Eorzea. You are a Crimson Duelist, I knew it. If your papa is telling his daughters tales of red mages, then he must be from Alamigo, yes? That would explain his choice of bedtime stories. Now, shall we see you glasses home? We'll be all right from here, thank you again. And away they escaped safe and happy. Now, Kunda, was it not? I believe we earned ourselves a celebratory drink. You need not feel compelled, my friend. Should the mute strike you, however, you'll find me staying over at the Black Brush Station. And the ale served at the Coffer and Coffin is most agreeable. Well, at least he isn't too far off. Oh, it's down here. Whee! Oh, him! As it so happens, some of those girls tracked me down and insisted I accept the reward. Once I mentioned you might be stopping by, she left a token of gratitude for you as well. Since we were sitting in an affluent merchant family, a revelation which might explain the attempted kidnapping, hefty ransom and all that. Although the girls were immediately assigned to a capable bodyguard. However, you can drink in peace knowing they are well protected. Oh, I remember once I know your name. I learned you from a young lass named Alice. I met upon a road. She expressed admiration for your growing exploits, even as she persuaded me to teach her the basics of red magery. She proved a quick study in the arcane side of things, but fencing was something of a challenge. By the end of our lessons, however, she had continued to combine spellcraft with swordplay. When to cast from afar and when to lunge forward for a well-timed thrust. And what of you, my friend? Have you any interest in the art? I suspect you would make an exceptional red mage. I've never considered it. I'm deadly serious. A man who would rush to the age of a stranger's child without fear of hesitation is a man who I would trust with the power of red magic. But even beyond that, I sense in you a kindred spirit. Be warned, however, that my style of teaching is a practical one. I will expect you to join me on my journey and assist me in aiding others. Accept those terms and I will bestow upon you the accoutrements of a red mage. Are you familiar with silver crystals? This particular stone is attuned to past wielders of red magics. It will fill your mind with a firm foundation of technique. You need only reach for it. Are you prepared to walk the path of a red mage? One word and the soul crystal is yours. Alright. You'll not regret this decision, my friend. Constable. For a moment there, I thought you meant to refuse me. Perhaps the red mage has committed their memories to this gem, and now it is yours. So the knowledge it contains, and we will discuss the finer points of red magic. Ah, but first, I should give you that reward. How deep the rabbit hole goes. Oh, great. Alright, red mage is up there. No, I can't whip the hood up. Oh, it has to be. I see that glittered your eyes to Soul Crystal has surrendered its secrets. Welcome to the ranks of the Red Mages. The art we practice is born of noble origin. It is balanced and controlled energies. ones used to stem the tide of destruction and reclaim a future for the dispossessed. Speak of the age some 1500 years past when the clash of two sorcerous civilizations brought about the Sixth Umbral Calamity. Ere the great floods rose, people fled from their homes into the great mountains of Girlabania. Even the mages of Mach and the Arnapur were to be found among the refugees. These wizardly practitioners become targets for retribution for the parts they played in upsetting the natural balance, and soon did they shed their robes of black and vestments of white. People were to survive and rebuild following the disaster, however, they would need the power of the arcane. Thus were the principles of black and white magery reinvented, and upon them combined foundation, an entirely new discipline was built, red magic. Ugh, but I prattled on about history of it for long enough. Far better for you to experience red magic firsthand. Ugh, my throat has lost it. Remains the mystery of who sent kidnappers after this poor girls, and our feelings. Attempts to unearth the culprit will provide the battle practice you require. Before we plunge into fray, however, there are questions I would ask. Come with me to Eastern Fanaland, to the Church of Saint Adamalanda. The balance gauge displays the current amount of black and white mana red mages accumulated. Black mana is accumulated by casting spells commonly associated with black magic, fire and thunder. White mana is spells associated with white magic, such as arrow. There are also some spells actions that affect both. When both black and white mana reach a certain amount, weapon skills such as a requisite become enchanted and will deal additional damage. If the gap between it grows too large, the crystal at the top will change color, and it will become more difficult to accumulate the lesser of the two. Interesting, okay. Oh god, this is the magic class. Oh, I'm doomed. Oh no, I'm not good with magic classes. I don't like all the clickies. There are too many clickies for me. So Reposit is the main. Okay. This is gonna be a very differently organized class, because I need to figure out I need to figure out how to organize this freaking crazy system. Over arrow. Jolt. Verfunder is black mana. Oh. Oh. We'll see how this works. I'm sure it'll be pretty interesting. I'm not good. I will be the first to admit it, and I'm not good with lots of spells. I will not know the elemental resistances of my enemies. I do not know the defenses of my enemies. I will never figure out the defenses of my enemies. I will probably I am of the mind to spam whatever spell I think is most appropriate for any given situation, and then I will spam only that spell and not realize that things are changing. It will be my own hubris. I am a man of hubris, and I will never change. Maybe I can. There you are. I would introduce you to Father Iluid, but I believe the two of you are already acquainted. June has told me a tale of nefarious spellcasters and their attempt to kidnap two young girls. If you'd wish to ask, this thaumaturgical cabal is known to me, yes. There are several such cults which come to mind, but I must have more detail. You say each member shared some rather unusual traits. Aye. Not one word spoken over the entire exchange, not one shift in expression when I urged them to yield. Each of them also appeared branded with some manner of tattoo, sigil pulsing with arcane energy. Ah, an evil practice. Such cursed sigils are known to destroy the will of the bearer, resulting in a biddable puppet, which acts much in the manner you have described. There's no salvation for such wretched creatures. Then one must seek the things who pull their strings. Pray learn what you can of this cabal and its purpose, Father. Gundor, we have another task to attend to. Might I suggest some light stretching before you step outside? You'll soon understand why. He's gonna fight me. I'm gonna fight him. Learn all the raid mage accents. Up to level 50. Detailed descriptions can be viewed in action traits. Access under character menu. He's gonna fight me. Notice we followed Canada, the very cabal we are investigating seems to have taken an interest in us. An ambush in the offing. Did he seek to silence us, perhaps? Well, let them try. This will be a perfect opportunity for you to test your newly acquired skills. But first, a brief lesson. Red Mage's spell belongs to two distinct schools. Rooted they are in the ancient disciplines of black and white magic. Intertwined, they form a solid core of red magic, and though through the balance casting of both disciplines can a red mage build his foundation higher and higher. When your strength has reached its peak, that is when you lunge forward and unleash the energies thrumming within your bane. Then you leap away, returning to the first step. It is a dance, my friend. Come out wherever you are. No intention of running or hiding from you. I wear a sword, as you can see, but I'm not partial to violence. There's no chance we may attempt to parlay in lieu of blood, I think. No. The answer is no. I won't say. Welcome now, since you have your battle. Remember what I have taught you. Alright, hand off of the mouse. I'm going to have to focus on... Oh, no! Oh, standing still. This is gonna kill me. Okay. Huh. I don't like not being able to move. This is the worst. Where's my healer? Okay, oh, this one I may not have good experience with. Oh, I'm gonna suck. Others must have a leader lurking nearby. Let us take the battles to our ambushes, shall we? We resume the hunt. Let us be sure your technique. That mage, you are capable of casting 2 spells in rapid succession using what is known as the dual cast effect. Turn a short spell and you will find that the lengthy incantation can now be cast in an instant. Take advantage of this technique to bombard your foes with arcane destruction. Oh, so I can cast a second spell immediately after? I see. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm getting a feel for the pattern of this. Ow, paralysis. God damn it. Okay, I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to get it. I'm frozen. Shit. Honoring Orb of Aether. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Oh, this is a two-thing thingy. I'm such a fool. Okay. Alright, cool. Deem Dog could kill us. I'm flattered if I weren't so horrified. Where are those facts? Really that hit me? Oh god. Is there a thing that heals me? Oh, I'm good. Okay. I don't think that was... I think they gave me it because it was so close to the end. You've exceeded my expectations. It's an unfortunate thing, for I did not anticipate the arrival of that fearsome hound. These mages were willing to forfeit their own lives to ensure that we lost ours. You see, brand on her left cheek. This cursed sigil which stole her will and left her vulnerable to the most heinous commands. Ambushes were young men and women, every one, all transformed to mindless paws by some hidden master. This master has shown no compunction against sacrificing pieces that outlived their youthfulness. No, this cannot stand. Aid me, Colonel. You began your education in red magic, but there is much more I would teach you. Come, let us return to Lychard. The history of these graves. Lychard is the final resting place for many victims of the umbral calamity. Red magic was conceived to stem such tides of corruption in an age when the abuse of sorcery flooded the world with death. Its distinction from earlier disciplines is key. Whilst practitioners of black and white magic draw upon ambient aether, a red mage weaves his spells using only the reserves of mana with which he is born. In the era in which red magic was created, to do otherwise was forbidden. To manifest more powerful effects, the first red mages adopted a method by which precise stored techniques would harness and amplify the energy of their spoken incantations, the mages' own physical form serving as an arcane accelerator, an ingenious way of preserving their self-imposed limitations. To understand that the blade we wield is not simply a weapon, it is the focus of all our efforts to lessen strife and suffering. Every generation of red mage is part of an unending battle. We are soldiers who fight it, enduring violence and subjugation to bulwark against the unkind vagaries of fate. 2 years ago, I joined the revolutionaries in Alamigo and learned red magic alongside like-minded companions. We formed the Crimson Duelists, and together we rose up against the tyranny of the Mad King Theodoric. We were crushed. Of all the duelists, only I survived to watch our homeland languish under the rule of imperial invaders. Even after leaving Alamigo, I never ceased fighting for its liberation. When I learned of the calamity, the threats of all lands of Eorzea, I allied myself with the valiant scholars of Charlayan. In the end, I was unable to protect my homeland or halt the approach of the fiery disaster. Never once in all these years have I betrayed the oath the duelist swore to the champion of the weak with heart and steel. Such is the nature of the magic you will learn from this idealistic fool. If you would master this art, however, then my road shall become your road for the duration of your studies. I will remain here in the church for the time being, and be a pest to the good Father Illuid, until we uncover the origins of this cult. Your only chore shall be to reflect upon the lessons of this day, and prepare for our next encounter. It's easier to hop over there. There, okay. That seems unfortunate. We're just opposing. That's cool. Judge Akuda. Exceptional. These fine true pets indeed. Well done, my friend. Kuda's guild is among my largest clients, I fear. It would have come past this order been delayed any longer. This more than earned it. Don't neglect your training. Indeed, a pugilist is only as good as the number of strikes he's dealt. So get out there and let your fists fly. When the time is ripe, I'll teach you something new. There's no limit to the potential of youth. I look forward to seeing you come into your own. You're training hard. I can tell by the lightness of your step and the strength in your fists. I reckon you're ready for your next lesson. Before we begin, warm-ups in order. For this, I've scattered some gil across Ul'dah. I want you to run around the city and pick it all up. That's my money lying out there. I want you to go about like there's an Amalja warband on your heels. In other words, I want you to sprint. Of course, you can't go on sprinting indefinitely. Your body needs to rest a while after each burst of speed. It may sound elementary, but I'm telling you this to demonstrate a point. Literally, you learn to pace yourself in a fight, else you're liable to go worn out. When that happens, the fight is good as over, and you'll be sorry you get bet on yourself. This guy's just left his money lying around. you sure you didn't just tip those dancers, dude? That's a nice group pose. We gotta figure out how to do that with Moss one day. Blood, you brought it. Marmot blood. Served nicely. By virtue of your toil, I'm one step closer to punishing, publishing the many breasts of Fenland. Thank you. Take this as recompense. Second wind. Instantly restores on HP. Good. Son, I'd think you to hurry up, pick it all up before vulture soup's in. 500 gil, cracky, that's good for a week's worth of. I mean, well done, Kandel. And you're all warmed up, we can see to your lesson. Try to be precise. Take yourself to Scorpion Crossing in western Fanaland. There you'll find 4 large stones, the trial stones are called. I want you to deal each of these stones a solid boot-shine combo. Impact will arouse the earth sprites that sleep within, which you must then defeat. Find yourself hard-pressed, there's no shame in running away. You're still learning the ropes after all. Once you've gotten your wind back, you can hurl yourself into the fray again. And remember this. Strikes bring down opponents, but it's your footwork that keeps you standing. Now off you go, and good luck. Miss, you look as though you picked up a sword yesterday, but you handle yourself well enough, I'll give you that. Give you this. I'm off for night fighting. We'll just find a pillar house, but I'm sure you'll find a use for it. Now let's punch these stones. Me? Back to Ulda. Now the Pugilist Guild is right here. Why would I try to war? I'm stepping to the side because I don't want to interrupt the view of those two dancing. You do find what for. Well done, Candle, by smiting stone and earth you forged unyielding weapons of your fists. I had less fount of vigor, Candle. Just like myself in my younger days. This must be the promising recruit you've been telling me about. Well, of course he's promising he's trained under our moon holy fist. That's our Master Hammond. And, I don't believe I've introduced you to my assistant yet. This is Chuchuto. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. As introduced, I serve as Master Hammond. It's right hand, though there's still much more I've yet to learn. Together, let's strive to the mastery of our art. Chuchuto joined the guild soon after I was made its master. He's my very first student, as a matter of fact. Well, there was one other to be sure, but... Let's not dwell on the past, Master. It was Colonel's bright future we were discussing. Which reminds me, did you collect my guild from him? My gear is rather worn down. I do need the money for repairs. Colonel's future is bright, indeed. Keeps up his efforts, he may well become the next Holy Fist. Train hard, young one, and grow strong. When the time's right, I'll have another lesson for you. God, now he's got me coughing. Right, let's see, what's the hunting log for this class? Huge hornet. Central. No, I want that one to stay open. Central Final Land, back Black Brush. I gotta fight these. They're a level bit too high for me. But I want to risk it. Especially as I'm about to jump off a cliff. These ones, however. I feel like there should be more of those somewhere, right? There we go. I do think I like Pugilist and Warrior more than Black Mage thus far. I think Samurai is kind of middle tier in terms of my own enjoyment. Rafaphone, no. Just look of Lullafil dying to be asked if he has any work. Sure, I'll share waiting some easy gil if you're interested. Won't even require you to break a sweat. Well, not much of one. You need to do is slay enough rusty cobblers to gather 4 bottles of cobbler grease, then deliver them to a Hure by the name of Adelard in the hammers. Once he has the grease, he can use it to keep the hammers running. It couldn't be more simple. Surrounded by fools here. They detest the hammers and the new way of life they symbolize. They only care for the successes of the past, but it blinds them to the opportunity. Bye, Arena. This change isn't coming, friend. It's already here. Call the Silver Bazaar home for now, but I've no lingering affection for the place. I go wherever the gil is to be bought at. Please, you must help me. It's my father. He isn't dying or anything. He's a fisherman by trade. But he broke his only compass. He hasn't been able to put out to sea in weeks. This is very special. It was crafted by goldsmith in Estames lapidaries. Repairing it will require a chunk of magnetite. Stone can be found near the lighthouse, but the search is not without its dangers. The area is rife for earth sprites drawn to the magnetism. I'm a lowly fisherman's son. I've no arm for fighting, nor a stomach. Each chunk of magnetite would serve to mend the compass. Once you find them, please take them to my father, Galfredus. No doubt he'll be dawdling about the bazaar as always. Magnetite. No, it's not. Pick it up. Waste your time, bloody compass done broke on me. Well, I'll be fishing this day or the next, what I like. Might need this, might have time. Then you'll ask me, did he? Dad's to fix up the old compass and put that back to sea, is he? Catch a nice haul of fat fish and a vessel that's barely seaworthy and scarce big enough for me alone. No crew, no hands to help the haul. Bloody day to see busting yaws and feel guilt at best. Cause days in what they were. Time was you could scarce count the ships that used to be berth here. There were no empty coin purse or stomach in all the bazaar. Small ships ain't got no place at sea no more. Everywhere I go, I'm in the shadow or wake of some monstrous trawler or signer. All the ways are done, we little fishermen lost our way. Ain't no fisherman no more, no much of a father, I suppose. So broken out of a broken compass and broken dreams. Appreciate what you did bringing me magnetite. Give it some more thought, I did. Put it back out to sea and all, but even with me compass fixed, still ain't got me lucky copper lures. Was waylaid by some goblin muggers a few weeks back, and just north and east of here, thieving bastards made off with me lures, dozens all told. Must be you felled some earth sprites to get the magnetite chunks, am I right? So I reckon you could put down a few goblins and bring them back to me lures. Suppose I could make do with just 2 of them. A couple of copper ones should serve from now, if we're helping put a broken life back together. Of course I am. I'm always one for putting a broken life back together. Ad alert needs the grease. Listen, can't you see I'm busy cleaning the sand clogs from these hammers? Gods, I can't rip you out of this goblin grease right now. Goblin grease! Just punches him. I'd kill for it! For long, these tracks will be covered in the estates of Uldanali. The ground is still too loose to build upon. The hammers are pounding to make a solid foundation. Once that's done, you'll see the structure start to rise. I'd rather be a mate with some local resistance. And here's some last name. Kiki Poo holds the rights to the bulk of the land here, so we're to a fault that one bloody thorn in the side. Hoo-yah! Next job quest ready. Go! Leg sweep. It's an interrupt. Put it up here in the second one. Easy to talk, but I'm asking all the same, friend. 2 copper lures to get me back out to sea. Be damned, me old copper euros. Never thought I'd see these buttes again. Bloody hells. The goblins sure so. Begging them up, bah. Gonna be catching no fish with these. And that's that. It's been all themselves telling me to give up my sea legs. The new life waiting out there. Maybe me compass will lead me to it. Born and bred here I was. It never called no place else home. Times are changing now. Suppose I should sell off me land to them bloody buzzard processors to see what else is out there for me. No! Goddamn holders, who do they think they are? I paid gold coin too. Ah, you there. One of those task-seeking adventurer types, are you not? Somewhere I'd ordered from Uldan merchant to ride, but those bloody worthless haulers just dropped them outside the gates and left. Obliged to bring them no further, bloody bastards said. Gate to the bazaar, still the bazaar, orders nothing about no home delivery. The gall! The 3 pieces and all, would you be so good as to bring them to me? Let's see, said Hamlet and Silver Bazaar, lovely little lady before you is Kiki Poo. What are you looking around for? Me, you idiot, I'm Kiki Poo. Those better not damage my bags. Well, have you found them yet? Yes, yes, and yes. Excellent. Everything's accounted for. These bags contain garments for sun silk. My mister has enough to turn the most luxurious gun into fodder for the furnaces. Not here, though. As long as the garments bear a famous name, the souls of the Silver Bazaar have no qualms of quality. Ugh. Times used to be better. We were never driven to such lows. The guild is harder to come by now, and more so with each passing day. All that's left to this bazaar are overly proud souls with underly developed tastes. Everyone clings to the glories of the golden past, yet none make efforts to reshape the dismal present. Pray this damnable bazaar someday sinks beneath the sands that strangle it, the sooner the better. There you are. So you've been training hard as ever? Hi. Your eyes are starting to have the sharpness of a predator about them. It's time you learn the basics of combinations. Today I'd have you build on that knowledge. Set up 5 wooden dummies outside the guild along the merchant strip. By way of warm-up, I want you to deal each a blue sign combo. Oh, and don't mind the townsfolk who gather to watch. Back to Hammond. This is just a publicity stunt. I've always felt your wrath. Good, now we can move on to your lesson. When you first came to us, I taught you combinations make a pugilist. You to know next is not any hodgepodge of strikes make a combination. There's an order to things, a natural flow from one technique to another. Today I would have you practice one of the most elementary combinations in the pugilist arsenal. It goes like this. Beat in with a swift boot shine combo, keep your fall-off balance of a true strike, then bring it home with a blistering snap punch. The practice combinations such as this will become second nature. They must if you expect to become an accomplished pugilist. Now you'll need some opponents to practice on. The cheat sheet and then invest a rat's nest and central fan line ought to serve. Hit him with a snap punch 3 times and we'll call it a lesson well learned. Punch some Chi-Chun. Got it. Back to Hammond. They're still dancing. That's cute. Already mastered a snap punch combination. Crikey. Colonel, you're natural at it, just like I was. Not to brag, but I happen to be a veritable storm of flying fist when the mood strikes me. Treat you to a demonstration here and now, except I'm liable to tear down the entire guild in the process. Master Hammond has a penchant for regaling us with tales of his exploits, but they never amount to a demonstration. His favorite is his victory over the fearsome marauder White Axe, whom he felled with combinations so swift and seamless they say you couldn't see his hands. Or so the legend goes. That one never gets old. My dearest master's humility aside, your progress is truly astounding, Colonel. If I don't keep on my toes, you're like to surpass me in a matter of moons. Just between you and me, Chuchuto's been in a slump as of late. Again, one of my closest friends and guildmate suddenly up and disappeared. Rukuta's the lad's name. He and Chuchuto joined the guild together. The two of them were born to refugees and were orphaned in a calamity. Not long after I was made guildmaster, I found them on a street, starved and near to death. To what any decent men would, I took them in, clothed them, and fed them. When they were strong again, they said they wanted to become huge just like me, and so I trained them as well. Since then, they've been best friends and rivals both, one helping to raise the other up. What did we knew what's become of Rukuta? We were talking about you, Colonel. You've impressed me yet again, and I hope you continue to do so. Keep up the good work, Alright. I believe Black Brush Station will be our next stop. There are a few side quests around here, I believe, or... No. It was Western Familand. I'm simply a fool. There we are. Most dire happenings are afoot. Most grave and treacherous trespass. Some unprincipled knave has been filching supplies from the storeroom. In order to apprehend this morally challenged rascallion, I've procured 4 iron-like chaps. To be completely honest, however, I'm entirely certain how these things will work. Would you be so kind as to set them for me? Once you are done, please report to my fellow Brassblade Chicha-san. He'll want to know that his traps are being put to proper use. Greetings, adventurer. If you have a moment to spare, I have a proposition that's guaranteed profitable and legitimate birth. Tell me, do you know what a peace is? It's a skeleton that looks like a snake, except it gets around on 4 legs. Creatures are wont to petrify their prey, the dreadful gaze, before moving in for the kill. I want to get my hands on their eyes. Eyes of the serpent, they're called. I need someone who knows how to handle deadly wildlife to do the procuring for me. You could slay some of the beasts and bring me 4 of their eyes. I'll see it. You're well rewarded. Like the Chocobo Keep. Chichizan, no. So I'll see you. By balls in a knapsack, those are my leg traps in the front of the gate. This chocobo could step right into those and lose a foot. I better disarm those things before someone important is horrifically injured. Yes, no, you were just following orders. It's fooled by you, see. Certainly means well, but disaster follows the man like a behemoth chasing a butterfly. Let's get those pasties. Also the sun image arms. Let's support eyes of serpent. I want say as many pieces as you can to procure them. What do you mean I do these things? Well, I sell them, of course. They may not look like much at first, but if you dip them in an alchemical concoction, they transform into beautiful red gemstones. These gemstones happen to fetch a handsome price in Gridania. These aren't found in a black shroud, you see. As a merchant, it's my job to know such things. Yeah, Nesting Buzzard is the last one we need to get over in Hammerlay. You there, yes, you're an adventurer. You travel the years are seeing pleased finding treasure, that sort of thing. I'm in need of help. Let's travel to Horizon where my cargo awaits, but my chocobo slugger won't move an ilum. To have a closer look, but I saw a vile pair of antennae protruding from the surface and lost my nerve. I love slugger in my heart, but bugs I cannot do. Here you have the parasite ladybug gorging itself on his blood. Check him for me, won't you? Find a ladybug dug in there somewhere. Kill the damn thing. It's like I say fang to you, and you've my fangs as well. As sure as Xanapil's a parasite ladybug. Must have flashed itself on somewhere along the road, but now the bloody thing managed to stay concealed at that side. It's a complete mystery. Like, I'm not even going to question it. Just like to move on and put this all behind me. We don't keep our chocobos healthy, Kaga won't be able to move to other land. We owe these birds a great debt. I wish more folk would see that. Time to spare, make yourself useful and help me find my fizzing crates. FFXIV 3 crates were bound for East Aldenar Trading Company, where including a relationship, but I can't see the front bloody things. I'll be around here somewhere, but I can't waste any more time looking. Find a crate, bring it to me. Can't be having you. There's no time to send for more. No, you dare. Go kill as many cantors as you can and get 4 bottles of their blood. I don't care if you have to hunt the green little bastards to extinction. No time to explain. Just know that my very life hangs in a balance. For the love of God, hurry, man. Okay. You'll do it. Wow, being DPS is actually kind of quick. One. 2. 3. Heard about the blood? Show me. Say my hi, just stop giving me a cocoa. Check all the way to Utah and some of my bottles of Radzahan skin tonic were as empty as Regalian promise. The lady shook off in transit, hold it spilled right out, refused to have it, said the Gundren failed to make good on delivery. Cactuar blood is supposed to keep keys unsupple. Just use what you brought to fill the empty bottles, and all those lovely old done ladies will be none the wiser. God dang it. Scamming piece of shit. Good job. So make the next wagon thanks to you. Should have never coming day in, day out. Just keeping track of everything gives me migraines. Business is good, but what use is money if you haven't the time to spend it? I haven't drowned a pint with friends in weeks. Drifting moving, stacking there's no end to it. I'm tired. Say friend. To a hardworking stranger a kindness. See this letter safe to Kiki Boo at Silver Bazaar. Calling her myself, but I haven't the time, and I doubt these relays would carry me there, even if I did. I'd like to send her something nice along with it. Could I trouble you to scrounge up, say, 5 hammer beak tail feathers? Just know you can find a piece around here easy enough. Kikipu's a dear old friend. She called the Silver Bazaar home for, well, far too long. There's been ill rumors of the place of late. I'd like to make sure she's well. Let's complete this quest just so there's no more marking for the goblet. Nope, the music going. Still killing. There's the nesting buzzards. What is it then? Come on and try to scare me with these poor folk off the land again. Come on, do your worst. I'll not budge one step from this spot. Your cards is from Oswell. Have you seen him? Is he well? Dear Skikeeper, notice I don't really last her since I was slave to my trade. Sadly, it's not fit for me to fill the bars some years. Some of Ulda set their sights on your silver are asking beyond saving. Only how long do you mean to live in the Horde Hovel? Remember, some birds aren't meant to be caged. Spread your wings and soar once more. Spread my wings and soar. By the gods, this by far the most ridiculous letter I've ever read. Hammerbeak Tail Feathers, the doll does realize he sent the feathers of a flightless bird, doesn't he? Oswald can go bugger himself. I have no intentions of stopping one ilm from this hovel, much less soaring from it. It's my hovel, and I love it. A warm face for an outsider, not like the other curs loitering about the bazaar. Surely you've seen the hammers to the east of here, or at the very least heard them. Few of their workers have decided to drop in on us for a little rest and relaxation, but they're no workers. Nothing but hired muscles sent to threaten the people of the bazaar to harass our shops. It's not the first time. I say a formidable lad such as yourself might be able to scare them off with some strongly worded doubts, what say you? No, I can do more than doubt. Trust me when I say this, ma'am. They won't survive. Oh yeah. Get the hell off this property. So okay, I said piss off, enough already, I'm leaving. Get a bloody kiki poo, this is the end of nothing, you're here. Nothing! Bro, is he just laying on the dock? So bizarre, fucking annoying as hell. I'll give you that. Bugger this job. I'm off to film peace and quiet. Use the power of doubt. I love this. Someone upstairs? No. Behind. Back. Forward. Hello. Ah, two more in here. Persistent little bastard, ain't you? Fine, I'm on my way, but tell that Kikibu this ain't over. You're just sitting on, like, a craft person's table. She needs to get back to her work. Ugh, she's about to leave anyway. Don't go figure you had any part in it. Be gone then, all of them. That's a relief. Is them right for trying to scare honest folk from their homes and their own masters can buy them. As we're built to pound the ground here to solid foundation, the plan is to turn these tracks into manors and mansions for Fenland's welfare. Same fate awaits the Silver Bazaar. Since the value of the land is set to rise, small wonder some opportunist is trying to drive us all off so he can have it all to himself. The bazaar is not what she used to be. I have more people leave now than come. More shops closed than open. It's my home, and I don't mean to be chased off by some bloody gillionaire, craven who sent common folks to do his dirty work. It's terrible, Kanda. Simply terrible. Please, you must help us. You've already done so much for us, I know, but we are in grave danger. These fiends have drawn a fake contract of sale and are trying to use it to drive us from the bazaar. Smell that geeky poon's a sense of inability. You'd noticed it would come. You simply chose to fill the interim with resistance rather than acceptance. Brave but foolish. Just punch him. Back for more, Henrik. How many times must I say before it seeps into that thick skull of yours? I'll die before I see one elm of this land fall into your hands. Easily arranged, I can assure you. Come keep evil. This is the reason. You know who you are. You know our deeds. You've no hope in this. Look at this miserable face. A stain on the map. You resist now, but I swear I will lay waste to these shabby tents and broken buildings. And when I'm finished, I guarantee you will thank me for it. Stupid, foolish man, you couldn't be more wrong. We may no longer boast of visitors or gill of days past, but this is a home to me and many more. Our memories are here, years worth of them. Decades. We sweated together and we dug this well. We laughed and drank together in every festival, mourned together with each life the desert took from us. That is the Silver Bazaar. That is home. These memories are what makes this place. I will swear to the 12 above, I'll feed you and whatever masters you serve your own manhood before I let you destroy it. I like her. Ugh. Stubborn girl. No matter, the sale is all but concluded. Look about you. Risks of seizure have already been posted. I'd not figure digging them down if I were you. In this futile fight, Keeper, there are far more of us, and you are truly willing to die for this place. We're more than willing to oblige you. No, please. The writ of seizure, you must tear them down and chase Kenrick from here once and for all. Oh, you bet your ass I'm gonna. Get the shit down. Yes. Interesting death rattle, but, you know, I won't judge. It's a red mage! But you might be along. Pity you're too late. Demolitions are already on the way. Every building bearing a writ of seizure will be robbed within the hour. Then that's none of them. The writs. What have you done? That means my men. No, that's impossible. Today may be yours, but I will be back soon with far more fearsome company. You made an enemy for life, you fool. I won't be content simply to see the bazaar struck from the maps. No, I will not rest until its name is wiped from every history book in Eorzea. Skill issue. Should have hired better hands. Then I would have had to switch to Marauder. So Kenrick is gone for now, is he? That's certainly the brightest news we had in a while. I can help but wonder what more fearsome company he plans to bring. I've never had a way with words, bloody paltry things, but we would like to thank you, Colonel. You've not just saved the Silver Bazaar, you've saved me. You saved who I am. And see, now that I'll have to maintain constant vigilance to keep my home from harm. But it's a vigil I welcome. I'll stand up to any threat that comes through that gate. We'll stand with you. Well, what do you... So what you did for us having Colonel chase off Kenrick and all, it's true. There ain't much more worth fighting for, but it's home. Goddammit, and I for one ain't ready to give up on it just yet. Aye, this is home. Even if there's nothing left but sand and cracked stone, I say we build something right here together. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, and most of all, thank you, Colonel. No more fine garments of gold spun and brocade here, no more bustling ports of ship full of cargo and fish, but better days live on in our hearts. You are the Silver Bazaar, and it is us. Our memories, our past, our history. That is what makes this place. So long as we remain, so too does hope. You've taught us what it is to defend the home we love, and from now on, we do no less for ourselves than you've done for us. I have a final favor to ask you. This letter, I wonder if you'd deliver it to Momodi from me when next you visit Ulda. She and I have been friends for many years. Let her read my words and she'll be able to give you the reward I cannot. Ethernet Adventure Skills. What is it, Denny? Something for me? Letter? Now who would think to? Ikipo! I haven't heard a word from that old gal in ages. How's the dear doing? Let's see here. That's Kikipu, alright. That was I used to call into the Silver Bazaar quite often. This was back when it was still the busiest hub in Thanalan, mind you. Kikipu and I used to stay up till dawn talking about, well, whatever girls do. Kikipu's the very heart and soul of that place, hells. Even most folk here in the city still remember her name. It's my bloody heart to see her and them good folk were nearly forced from their land. Dirty business, that. I'm not to the point of worrying just yet. With your Gillen to gobble poop, the Silver Bazaar will be rallying back to its formidable glory for long. In any case, I thank the 12 you were there to help them. Yeah, for you. On behalf of Kikipu and the Bazaar. Western is the one I want to go to. Now our hunt log. Coral Bond, Central Femland, Backbrush, Blackbrush, Bunch. There are too many hammer beaks. Where the Orobon? Can't jump. Can't jump the gap. That's just a bunch of spriggans. Still need the Orobon. And an F. Oh. Oh, there's the F I'm looking for. Neat. Alright. Hunting journal. There's the cactuar. Tiny Chris. Nope. Why did I get off? There's another one. Let's fight that tortoise that gave me trouble earlier. Check his butt real quick. Western Fanolin, Western, Eastern, Western. Alright. Quick stretch. I know where bombs are. I'm pretty familiar with them after my time as miner. Alright, time for the Western Fanland ones. Wait. Oh, I'm here right now. Footfalls. Oh. I just needed 2. Scaphite. And over here. Scaphite and a bloated bogey. There's one of them. Possible the bloated bogey is beyond Vesper Bay. Alright, all Eastern Finland once, so I can just hop over there. Honestly, I'm thinking if, I want to stay true to Kerndel's character that I have built up in my head. I'm probably gonna have him keep being Marauder throughout, like, the story and stuff and when facing dungeons. But when I'm gathering stuff that's like enemy drops and stuff, having a DPS class built up is actually very nice. Which is why I'm making Pugilist. Which is why I'm basically putting a lot of focus on Pugilist right now. Yatricus Nanny. Ah, excuse me. It appears where the rotting corpses and imps are. I just need to find 4 rotting people. Pretty consistent action here. East Chakra Gauge. In addition to Twin Snake's Demolished at level 30 and Dragon Kick grants stance of Opa Opa Fury, that the Fury Call Fury granted is commensurate with the form required for their execution. Whatever skills that require these forms will consume stack up Fury to deal increased damage. Chakra Gauge indicates the number of chakras currently open. Opening 5 allows the execution of Steel Peak. Got it. Alright, we're gonna finish off the level 15 pugilist quest, and then I think I'm gonna go to bed for the night. Ganondorf is back and dead. There you are, Colonel. Hope you come prepared for a lesson. Today I want you to fight the toxic toads with the nest of unholy hair. Make no mistake, Ton. These toads are huge, which means they have huge guts. That's besides the point. Point is you'll need to use your head to overcome them. Thanks to their immense girth, these toads hit hard. Fortunately, they tend to hit wild as well, so bide your time and wait for an opening. When that opening shows, fuck! They've been teared through your foe and your fists. If you defeated the toads, I want you to bring me 5 of their legs. Jujuto and I will be waiting for you at Blackbrush Station. Your mission continues there. Deliver the toad legs to Hammond at Blackbrush Station. Bring your toad legs. Is stuff alright? Now I just need to butter slice a lot some of them in a pinch of Master? What I meant to say was, you've done well to defeat the toxic toads, Colonel. Next part of your lesson, you'll be putting your endurance to the test against. The talk was true. Hammond Holy Fist really is here. I can never step outside the guild without getting flocked by fans. It's just the price of fame. Please, sir, I've been in grave need of your legendary skills. Somnus is being smuggled through the Blackbrush Station. I reported this to a brass blaze with the storm torches. Asked them to put an end to it, but they both turned a blind eye. Somnus is a mind-warping substance that's been made of tree flowers. As you've all indulged, just set to fall in eternal slumber. Your friends suffered from that very fate. That's why I want to put an end to the smuggling. But I'm just an ordinary person, and there's precious little I could do. You've done enough to bring word to me, friend. For surely as Heaven Holy Fist is my name, I'll see the smuggler's scum thrown in the dungeon before the bell is through. 12 bless you, sir. You truly are a hero to us all. Slight change of plans, Colonel. In place of the endurance test, we're going to find and apprehend the smugglers. First, we must gather information. You two, find out what you can from the people of Blackbrush. Report back once you've learned something. Benedictine Lane is a short distance from Coffer and Coffin. Decent folk tend to give place wide berth. Ideal for a smuggling operation, huh? So I heard lava have been skulking around the station recently, headed west, bearing suspicious burden. Alacran likely hideouts over here at Lalafell. I don't like the sound of this, not one bit. Like it or not, smugglers operate out of abandoned Chichian layer waste to the Coffer and Coffin. We'll lie in wait for them there. Lock it in. Those bastards. Really outdone ourselves this time. Master Wagfall's bound to be pleased. Save the talk. We kept the crates to move. Rukuta, it is you, isn't it? Did you done, Master? It's been a while. You vanished for near word. We found you here smuggling somnus with those villains. What's the meaning of this? Rukuta, my boy, I didn't teach you how to fight so that you could become a pox on society. My student to know you must be held accountable. Did you do, Colonel? Your lesson begins. Apprehend the smugglers. A lot to take care of these meddlers. Have no fear, we're students of Hammond Holyfest. Damn Chichuta. Well, that's not all yours. Oh, alright. Beware the Marauder's sweeping swings, don't I know it? it's just our luck. Know who I am, then you'll know what's good for you. Come quietly or there'll be trouble. Holy Fist, don't make me laugh. You're being fooled, all of you. Who's fooling who? What in the world are you talking about? Don't know, 7 months ago I was out in the wilds training alone. From a distance I caught sight of Master leaving the tavern and turning for the city. Thinking he'd come near back, I followed his heels and was about to call out when I saw this. You would challenge the Holy Fist. You have fighting spirit, I'll grant you that, but you'll do well to know your limits. So be it. Yarr! Master? Read my every move, you're no ordinary marmot. Master! I wanted to be surrounded by scantily clad maidens when my time came. Gods are cruel. Master, what is the meaning of this? Explain yourself. See with your own eyes, Master has been beaten by a marmot. A bleeding marmot. Remind us how strong he was at every turn, but he was lying through his teeth. I can scarcely believe my eyes. Wait till Master Wag finally hears about this. Next of all my students, Belief has conquered every foe that stood before him, but then he couldn't conquer old age. My strength, reflexes, endurance, they've all left me. Nothing left here but a decrepit old man. I'd be alone for a while. I'll make my way back to the guild. Do as Chichito bids. Hey, Ganondorf. Garuda men. Ganondorf Garuda men. Oh no! Link has lost his Zelda. Tragic. Then some thinking. Well, this true Master has been deceiving us. He meant us no harm. Besides, I owe him my life. Had he not taken me in, I would have died in some ditch. I could never bring myself to hate him, even if he were an ordinary old man. I would still respect him. Alas, with the truth of his condition revealed, Master Hammond has lost his sense of purpose. He will to teach. I cannot bear to see him like this. I want him to regain his confidence, but for this he needs to regain his former strength. Listen, Colonel. Master ever said that you remind him of your younger self. Were you to continue showing rapid improvement, I dare to hope it would rekindle his fighting spirit. To this end, I will teach you a new technique, one which Master Hammond used to great effect during his prize fighting days. Steel Peak is called, and it sees you channel your Javelin chakra into a powerful attack performed with your entire body. Make this technique your own, and strive to grow stronger still. When next Master Hammond beholds you, he will surely be moved to action. Steel Peak. All right. Then I suppose this will do for now. Have a good night.